you need courage. Courage is not meant for the coward. Courage is not meant for those who cannot brace up to face or do something beyond their own preceding circumstances. Courage is not for those who cannot face and go ahead to achieve something great in life. Courage is not meant for those who always want a favorable ground and all that. So courage is for you, and I know you watching me right now. There is a reason why you're watching me, and that's because there is a reason you need to hear this right now. So why do we need courage? Why are we talking about courage? What's so important about courage? According to Oxford English, courage is simply the ability to do something dangerous or to face pain or opposition without showing fear. Now that's where I'm going. Without showing fear, not without having fear. There is a reason why you need to be courageous. Okay. Now you see, sometimes we get to a point in life where we think, or where it seems that we need to just, we are in need of something, and it seems we need to go and find out, to find it and just get that thing in order to use it for what we want to use it for. So most times what we need to go and get is not always on the outside. It is something that is always on the inside. And one of them is courage. For instance, you don't know you need it until you get to a point that I need to be courageous at this point. Oh, I can't go back. I just need to be courageous. I need to face this danger. I need to do this. I know it's dangerous, but I still need to do it. But what's very important is that courage is not that you are not having the fear in you. The fear is there, but you are not just showing it. The aim is that it wants the fear to achieve something in you. But once you let your fear to show, once you let them to see that you are afraid, they have won. But courage just presents. Courage says, I know I am afraid, but I'm not going to let you know I am afraid. And I'm going to go forward because I know you want me to show that I'm afraid, which is what you need to win. But I'm not going to show that. Even though I lose, but I'm still not going to show I am afraid. Has it not ever happened that it seems, I've spoken of this before, but to an enemy now, tears are better than blood. And all your enemy needs to see are the tears in your eyes. You necessarily not need to bleed. Alright, so same thing with all those things that comes up and it seems, oh God, I'm so scared, I can't do this, I can't take up this challenge, this person is like a huge hindrance in my way. They want to achieve success. They want you to feel defeated. They want you to feel that fear. But you don't have to show, you must not show that fear. How do you do this? It's by being courageous. Hence, understanding this will make you to automatically know that courage is not what you found on the outside. And when you look at the successful people, they all have stories to tell. They all are facing the exact thing you are facing. But now what makes the difference is their understanding now. Okay, their understanding. I was trying to look at the Bible heroes. I looked at Joseph, Joshua, Esther. I looked even at Gideon. Those who, I love this story because they started from zero. But they had God in the journey. Despite that they had God in the journey, still God was even telling Joshua, you need to be of good courage. And I was like, oh my God. Even God was telling Joshua to be of good courage. It means that you have God in your life doesn't mean you won't have things that would shake you. Alright. The difference between you and others that losers, now let me call them losers. Why are they losers? Because they choose to lose. It's because the God factor is not in their lives. Such that everybody else faces the same thing, and it seems only those with the God factor. Only those with the God factor in their life think they are the one overcoming things. They are the overcomers. And when you look into their life, you see that God was telling Joshua, be of good courage. And I was wondering, if God can even say this to Joshua, to be of good courage, that means even God was acknowledging the fact that you would see something that would be dangerous. You would pass through. You face things that would be of pain, great pain. You would see opposition. But hey, remember, you have the ability to face it. You have the ability to be courageous. But most importantly, whatever you are facing, do not show your fear. Because in showing your fear is in making them have the victory over you. In showing, it is not about fear. It's not about the fear that is being created. Alright, fear is a natural feeling. But you must not show it. Because in showing it, like I said, is they having the victory. And in you not showing the fear, in you probing further as if you don't have the fear, regardless of that fear, you still probe further. You have it, but regardless of that fear, you still go, you still forge ahead. You still look past whatever the past your past, people's opinion of you. You look past, you still have the courage. Even when people say bad things about you, even when people have the wrong opinion about you, even when people judge you wrongly, even when people say that you can't do it, you still forge ahead. You have the fear. You are shaking inside, but your outlook says different. Your outlook says victory. And so, what courage achieves in your life is beyond what you think. Sometimes life is not all about winning the way we think winning is about. It's not about losing the way losing is all about. See, there's a way you can still lose. Lose. And you lose even victoriously. How do you do this? For instance, maybe there's a challenge or whatever. Fine, you may not get what you're chasing after. You may not even achieve what you're going for, but the devil is still the enemy right now. All right, what is posing itself as a challenge to you now knows probably you are not getting it, but at least it knows that it has lost the real victory. How? All because you refuse to show your fear. All because you refuse to let the devil know, or to let whatever the challenge, whatever it may come, whoever it is that stands as a Goliath to you, or because you refuse to grovel, to crumble, or because even though the Bible talks about being crushed down and not destroyed, being persecuted and not abandoned, all right, being pressed down, and yet it seems what we're doing to this person, even though he's being pressed down, yet it's still adamant, it's still having the spirit of victory. That is it. So it is not about, see, you can win and still win shamefully. That is, your enemy can still win in that maybe perhaps you lost something or whatever. Yes, it won, but it knows that that's winning. It's a shameful winning. It's a failure on its own part, because what they are trying to achieve in you, you refuse to let them achieve that. Or because even though you are losing, or because you are falling and there's a defeat, there's a junction where you lose some things, you still lose even victoriously. Because you know why I'm saying this? All the enemy is aiming for is not really in losing. But all they're after is that you accept in your spirit that I have lost this. You accepting in your feet, you accepting that and showing that you have lost something. You're showing that you have been afraid. You're showing that you have allowed your fear to conquer you. That is all the enemy is after. And once you show that, they have won. But once you refuse to show that, even whatever, maybe you lost one thing or the other, believe you me, they are crying. And that is what I need you to know today. I really need you to know that. If you look into your lives properly, you may be brooding, you may be feeling sad, but as long as you have not accepted defeat, as long as you have refused to show to them that you have really lost something, believe you me, you are still a winner.